Hello, everybody out there in the social media world. Question: have you ever thought about becoming a real estate professional? If so, this video is for you. Stay tuned. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually one of the first YouTube channels. I think I tried to do one like 2 years ago. Don't remember if I posted it or not, but this is going to be the official one. My name is Tiana White. I go by Ty. I am a real estate professional here in South Carolina and North Carolina. I am a dual agent licensed in both. Today's video, I will be talking about how to become a real estate agent. I will be talking about becoming a real estate agent in South Carolina only. I will do another video of how to become a dual agent, but I became a South Carolina agent first, so that is my process. Disclosure: the process of becoming a real estate agent is pretty much the same nationwide, but there are a few differences. So I'm only talking about South Carolina. Another disclosure: I am not going to be sitting in front of this video doing all type of pauses and editing. We are family here, guys. You know my name, Tiana White. Go by Ty. So if I mess up, I'm going to keep rolling with the punches, okay? I do have some notes on my computer because there are numbers involved and I'm just not going to remember this. So I have been licensed for 3 years now. I am the #1 agent at Burris & Presley office of Columbia. So I'm doing really well for myself here in the real estate world. I love it. I enjoy it. And I highly recommend anybody do it. I used to say that real estate is for people with people personality that just love dealing with people. But as I learned, what real estate is so broad and is open to any and everybody. So even if you're not the type of person that likes to be in people's faces or always smiling like me, real estate is still for you, because you can work behind somebody else that's working on the front end. Currently, I'm looking for somebody that works behind me and don't really like having their face or being the spokesperson or being the face of the brand, I'm guessing, right? So I'm actually looking for somebody that likes to be in the background, that want to assist me. So it's so much to do in real estate, you guys, but that's another video. So just stay tuned. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's what you YouTubers say, right? All right, so let's jump right in. You thought about becoming a real estate agent, right? But you just don't know where to start. First step of becoming a real estate agent is going to real estate school, right? You got to get licensed. So there are 2 options. You can do online or you can do in class. I went to the route of doing in class. I just have to physically be in some place. I learn better like that. Right now, some of the schools are doing, because of COVID, are doing online classes. So you still have that person that you can talk to and ask questions to. It's just over online. Versus the online course is just self-paced. So you just take your time, pause, come back whenever you want to, and the information is there. I don't think you can actually ask questions. It's not live. So that's the only difference between the 2 at this moment. But there are in-class that you can actually go physically sit inside too. That's my route. Loved it. So let's go in. So I personally went to Real Estate School of Success, St. Andrews in Columbia, South Carolina. I actually think they have different schools around. So just look into that with the real estate school. Guys, I didn't have nobody. I didn't ask anybody. I simply just Googled and read the reviews of the school. So I went to Real Estate School of Success, St. Andrews in Columbia, South Carolina. Absolutely love them. I do recommend it. So the money, because a lot of people always ask me, how much does it cost to go to real estate school? You're going to see me look over because I do have it written down on my computer. The first thing that you need to know when becoming a real estate agent, you must be 18 years or older, and you must have a high school diploma or a GED to become a real estate professional. You don't have to go to college or none of that. Simple, high school diploma, GED. Let's go. So when going to school for real estate, you have to take 2 portions of the class. So the first portion would be the real estate salesperson license. That's just your pre-licensed course. That is 60 hours course. After you're done with that course, you have a choice. You can go ahead and take the test or go ahead and do the course but you have to complete the full 90 hours before you could actually start practicing or get your license to become a real estate agent. So after you're done with your 60 hours, again, you have a choice. You can go ahead and take the test, or you can wait to after you take the unit 2 of the course. So the pre-license course is $375, and then the unit 2 is $299. Now, each school does have discounts, right? So you can go to the school, you can go on the website, and it'll show you like the promotions that they have going on. So you can actually get it cheaper than that. But right now, the total will be $674 altogether, unless you go and find. Because I think I looked on there today, and they do actually have a promotion right now if you go ahead and do both classes. So that's that. So there's 90 hours, 60 hours for the pre, 30 hours for the unit. So I went ahead and did all 90 first, then I went ahead and took the test. I just went ahead and got everything out the way. So the route that I went, I was working my full-time job. I was working with the state, and I just actually went ahead and took off for 2 weeks. I took off for 2 weeks and completed the course. So I think my course was, or my class was 9 to 5:30, Monday through Thursday, because I wanted to go ahead and get it out the way. Now, going that route, it's intense. So I have my master's as well. I went to USC in Columbia for my master's, and I took an intense class there where I got my master's in less than a year. Very intense, and all the information was crammed into my head. I actually liked that route, so I wanted to go ahead and do the same with this. But the Real Estate School of Success is very, very flexible. Guys, they have weekday classes, half-day classes, weekend classes, and weeknights. So it's very flexible, and like you literally have no excuse not to go to school because they work around everybody's schedule. So don't let the schedule be a thing. I just went ahead and took the 2 weeks off to get it out the way because I just like to be done with it. Like the fast pace is always for me. So I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. So in school, you get this book. This is the first year sales. It's 14 chapters in this book. So in class, it depends on the class and your teacher. We did like 2 to 3 chapters and how long the chapters are a day. So every night I would go home and study the chapters that we went over that day. So if you take like the course that has 2 times a day, you have more time to actually study the stuff. So me, I had to cram it. So I only had the day that we learned these chapters that night, and then the next day we was on to the next chapter. So shout out to my husband, Tamari White, because he was up with me every night, and his job was intense. He had to go to work, he had to wake up early, but he believed in me. And he stayed up with me and helped me with this. So I would come home and I would reread everything that we went over in class. And then at the end of each chapter, there are questions. So he would read and ask me questions out of the book to make sure I understood. And at the end, they will have questions. I would recommend everybody focus on the questions at the end of the test of each chapter, because a lot of those I seen on the test, they would just word it differently. So if you study that hard, you will be okay. So here it is. So at the end, there are a few short quizzes. I literally studied each definition, A, B, C, and D. I made sure I understood what that is. So when they do just change around the wording, you won't be confused because you actually know what it means. Guys, everything in here, I know if you guys were thinking about becoming a real estate agent, if you know a realtor, everybody says it's hard. It's hard. And I wouldn't even say that it was hard. I think for me, it's different. So I didn't know anybody in real estate when I went to school. Nobody. I didn't have any guidance through real estate. I wanted to become a realtor, and I just jumped right in. I didn't know how much it cost. It didn't matter to me because I'm really good with saving. So I already had money saved up. So I invested in myself. So I just jumped in and took the test or went to school. So at each chapter is quizzes at each chapter. And y'all can see I took notes, I highlighted, because it's a lot of information that you just will never, words that you just like, what? And you have to remember all of this stuff. This math portion, guys, took me out. Don't talk about my handwriting. The math portion took me out. But if I can do it, you can do it, because I honestly have anxiety when it comes to testing and I don't focus long. So getting into the time, let me tell you guys. So when taking the test, for the national portion, it's 80 questions. So you basically have to get 56 questions out of 80 correct, and you have 120 minutes to do so. The state portion is 30 questions, and you have to get 21 questions correct, and you have 60 minutes to do so. So both of them together are 110 questions, and you have 180 minutes to get through it. For me, that's a long time. That's a long time, because I don't stay still. So my mind starts, after a few questions, my mind's like, start floating. I have to bring myself. So I'm not a good tester. If you ask me questions verbally, I'm going to spit them out to you. I'll give you the answer. But when I'm actually, I don't focus that long. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. Baby, I had to take this test 4 times. Okay? So it's national and state that you have to take. I finally passed the national, but I did not pass the state the 3rd time. So I had to come back to take the state portion, and I went ahead and passed. I think I passed because, baby, the state question is only 30 questions. Now I can focus. I can focus that long. So I knocked that out the water the 4th time, though, because me and test taking, and then with this being brand new to me, and then everything was different. But if I had to do it all over again, I think I would still do the 2 weeks, because it's a lot, and like I said, it's intense, and it's a lot of information to learn in 2 weeks when you knew nothing about it. I didn't grow up in real estate. I didn't know anybody in real estate, so this was all new to me, and I'm just not a good tester. But like I said, a test taker. But like I said, if you focus and study every night, this is not a test that you can just go to school and then take it and expect that you're going to pass. I know people that took the test 14 plus times. I know people that passed on the first try. So it's like, don't get caught up in the test taking. Guys, you can take the test over. I'm telling you, the more you take the test, the more you're going to know what's on the test. So if you fail, go again, do it again. So I think the test is $100 for both sections. That's not bad, because you get your money 10 times when you come into real estate. Real estate is great income. Great income. Way more than what I made on my full-time job. So yeah, so it's $100, and I think it was $55 if you take one portion. So when I did take the state test by itself, and that's the beauty of it. Once you pass one test, you don't have to take it over. You just move on to the next one. It was $55. So investment was, well, I think I did good with it. I passed. I'm successful now. So it is what it is. So yeah, so recap with the pricing. So for school is $674. For a test, it's $100, and then for one portion, it's $55 if you do. But you're not, because you're going to pass on the first time, because I believe you, because you're going to go study for this test. And then, like I said, for this book, it was 60 hours. And then for the unit 2, is 30 hours. So you had to go back. And it pretty much like it was a refresher, I think. I can't really remember, because, y'all, once I passed that test, it was just like, bye-bye. Oh, y'all, I got my little pass. So when you taking a test, it does not tell you your scores. It'll just tell you if you pass or fail. Did the fail tell you how much your scores was? I think it did. I think it told you what you missed. Oh, yeah. It actually broke down the sections that you missed. So in the test, it breaks down in like different categories, like contracts to financing, different chapters. So at the end, if you fail, it broke down what chapters you actually need to go back and study and focus on, and how many times or how many questions you failed in each category, so that you can go back and actually study those categories that you need help with. So that is a plus, and that helps me out a lot. But yeah, but when you pass, it don't tell you. your grade, your score. You just get that big old pass sign. So, baby, I like to think that I got 100 after the 4th time. Or the national after the 3rd time. The last one was 100, baby. You can't tell me nothing different. So, yeah, that's that. What else do you need to know? Yeah, after that, they do the background check to make sure you don't have any criminal things going on. And every 2 years, you have to go and get pre-educated, pretty much. You just take education course. And they also have that at Real School of Success too. But I did my online every 2 years. After you pass, you now licensed, you got to go look for a brokerage company to hang your license over. Now, this is very important because a lot of people think when you choose your brokerage license, they're going to give you your clients. Not true, not true, not true at all. They don't give you nothing. Some brokers say that they'll pass you leads. I haven't seen one yet. I've been... So that's something to think about. You actually have to market and get your own clients. So with referrals or whatever your marketing is, you have to get your own clients. So don't go to a brokerage company feeling like they're just going to feed you like a baby and give you, no, real estate. And this is why I love real estate. It's what you put in it, right? You work hard, you work hard, you make money. You don't work hard, you make no money. Basically. So it is whatever you put in it. But I love that. So that's why I love real estate, because when I was on my full-time job as a social worker / therapist, I had to wait on other people to say, oh, you're doing so good. Now I can give you a raise. I felt like I needed that raise 3 months ago. Here, I give myself a raise. You know, I can decide, do I just want to work with 2 clients this month? Do I want to go hard and work with 10 clients this month? I decide my destiny in real estate, and I love that because I'm natural motivator. I motivate myself. I have a goal and a drive, and that's all you need in real estate to make it. And then people will see the confidence in you and like, for one, I'm educated, so my clients are always good. So as long as you're educated and you let the people know that you're educated, you're fine. It'll work itself out. But other fees when you come in, the only thing I can remember right now is the National Association of Realtors. That's $550 yearly, every year. If clients, people if you're not looking to be a real estate agent, make sure your realtor is in the association, because if they're not, they don't have to pass through or obey any rules, and they just doing whatever. We have rules to obey, and that's $550 a year. And then you have your E&O insurance. So I think that's different for whatever company that you're with, because that's insurance for them, for you, just in case you mess something up. And I think mine was around $300. I can't really remember for real. But it's different at every brokerage company, I think. So for me, I've worked under 2 different brokerage companies when I came in, because first of all, if you want to become a real estate agent and you know it, I would go ahead and start researching brokerage companies now and see which one you want to be in, because you can do that, and you can actually reach out to them and let them know that you're an inspiring real estate agent and you just want to work under them or ask questions so that you can know if this is what you really want to do, or just go ahead and get your feet wet, get yourself known, follow a few real estate agents to see what they're doing. I didn't, because I didn't want nobody to know that I was trying to become a real estate agent. I'm very private like that because I didn't want to fail and then be embarrassed and people know and didn't become a real estate agent. So I didn't tell anybody except my mom and my husband, the only people that knew that I was aspiring real estate agents. But I would recommend you guys, because I didn't know that manifestation was real back then, honey. So now I would speak that thing into existence and keep it moving and make it happen. So if you are an aspiring real estate agent, I would say go ahead and start, doing your researches. So I just chose my companies, the company that I went through are the 2 biggest known ones, because I didn't know any small ones, and I just didn't know anything. So it was between Keller Williams and Coldwell Banker, and I interviewed both broker charges in Irmo, because that's where I was living at the time. So I decided to go with Coldwell Banker. I was there with them a month, and then I found out that Burris and Presley was opening up. I actually know Cody personally. So I was just like, oh, I'm going over there with my bro. I didn't know why. I was just like, I was new in real estate. I knew nothing. So I went over to speak to Damien, which is our broker in charge, and I signed on with Burris and Presley, and I've just been there ever since, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, is what you put in it. They are there to support you, not just carry you on their back and just feed you. So know that it is work in real estate. We working over here, but that's a whole nother video, because I'm going to do a video on, after becoming a real estate agent, what to put into it to be successful. But just wanted to break down how to become a real estate agent, because I get this question a lot, and I told a lot of people that I'm going to answer that question in the video, and my clients always come first. So it's all, and my kids. So it's always been pushed back. So today I said, let me sit down and actually go through the steps, beginner steps of how to become a real estate agent. And then we will talk in a different video about how to become successful after getting your license. So if you got some great information from this video, like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I do plan to continue giving great information, and just allow you guys to follow my journey in real estate, because baby, I'm telling you right now, Ty will be a millionaire, okay? And I'm also going to tell you guys the different things that you can do in real estate, because it's not only being a realtor. It is so broad in the real estate life, world, whatever you want to call it. So just keep up with me. Follow me on Facebook, Tiana White. It is actually Tiana Ty White. Or on Instagram, it's Realtor Ty. Can you guys see my information? There you go. So that's how you find me. Website, www.realtorty.com. Number 803-738-5358. Ooh, yes. And my logo is, you like it? And then my saying is always, buy with confidence, sell with success. All right, guys, thank you for sticking with me this long. I try not to make the video that long, but I think it's probably 20 minutes. So I will be back. Subscribe. Have a good one. Bye-bye. I sound like a Chinese person just now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be offensive, but I did. All right, have a good one.